Hello everyone, Switch Double here. This is another channel update, and for the very first, I just want to say thanks for the 6,600 subscribers on the channel, and the second part is that I won't be able to do much stories for the next few days, maybe a week or so, due to the fact that I have been not feeling so well. I do feel like I have been hit by a bus twice. I mean, having this cold, I mean, don't worry, it is not a cold COVID-19. No worries. It just is common cold. I mean, yeah. But I have been doing some stories for the past few days. I mean, I do have a few stories that I have been planning to work on, and a few other stories that I was going to work on, but I was planning to do them, doing making as audio. But instead, I might be able to do as text and music I usually do. But the production of my videos won't be as much as usually. I mean, having this cold, it takes a lot of my energy. I mean, sorry about that. Yeah, but don't worry, everyone. The stories will be dipping down, even in a slower rate than they will do. I just had to figure out which stories to be made. And for Travis Bell, you had asked me to do some stories for the past few days, for about a week. Some of the stories might be able to easily to be done. That I can say for sure. That you asked me to do with Halo, with crossover with the Pokemon universe. Well, in that part, I might have to figure out exactly, just to figure out um, a possible end. How, for example, if John ends up in the Pokemon universe in the first place. I would like to try to figure out a good storyline for that part. And you don't have to worry, those stories will be done. But I can also inform you that I have been planning to do a story based on John 117 with a female character in from Star Wars Galaxy. But this isn't an official character from the show at all. This is actually someone's fan-made picture that I found, and I made a name for her. I hadn't even worked on that particular story yet, but I will, as it's soon enough. And for Claude Flareon, I'm sorry if I hadn't even worked on your request for the Evolution Squad stories that I had promised to make, and I had promised to be watching or reading more about those comic stuffs and like that. And I'm sorry if I totally forgot about that. I mean, it's easy to realize how easy it is to forget some things, but you promise to remember one thing, and next you are doing something else, and you easily that thing slips off your mind. And but do will make up a story that I promised to do make. I had in mind to make the Glaceon with speed, and so don't have to be worried about that. That story will be done. And since I do remember a lot about this particular each character's personality, and if I do need more info, I can always go as your things that you just told me, like with uh sorry, it's hard to think right now what has this called. By reading more about those comics and even perhaps listen to the comic stuff on YouTube, or perhaps just go to the site where the Evolution Squad are existed. I can read more about their particular personality from there, and when I do have some basic understanding of their personality and how they are as a character. Even though stories might take a bit longer time, you have to realize how many people had asked me to do stories, and now that I am not feeling so well, and I do hope you understand that. And for Travis, I do hope that even though some of your requests that you have been asking me in the past might not be able to be done, it depends first, of course, from which type of crossover story. If there was a Sakurai with a Halo, that is one thing I most strongly possible could do, of course, depending on which character is being involved. And since I had never played the games or even seen the shows or anything, but I do have some basic understanding of some about the game series and some of the characters. But if I were to do any of those stories as you have been often requested as an audio, well, I might not be able to do so. I might even do something opposite, either with text and music. Well, depending on how I feel, so. But yeah, then there has been a lot of few stories I have been planned to do so for the past few years. Past few years and past few months, and I can even inform one story that I had been planned to be making. Celestia with Twilight Velvet. And you may ask who Twilight Velvet is. That's in fact Twilight's mother. That story will be done. And you may ask, will be Twilight and Shining Armor even exist in that particular in that story? And the answer is yes. Even though that this story is taken in a different ultimate universe. The only I can say is Twilight's father had passed away in a pony flu. That's all I can say from that particular story. And there have been a few other stories that I have been planning to do. For example, Travis had asked me months ago if I could do an Equestria Girl version of Twilight and Fluttershy with Sightwise and as an audio, but in fact, that is no longer going to be as an audio. In fact, since I found so many good pictures to be part of the story, and I even had a very excellent storyline being made thanks to my girlfriend, though. And but yeah, that is all I want to say for this particular channel update. And once again, stay safe and always look for the future. Something I knew I came up with. Anyways, subscribe, leave a comment, and as always, this is Switch Down Below, over and out.